take 2 of making sea salt soaps, goat milk. So we lost connection and I'm restarting from the beginning and hopefully we're still at a good point. I made these sea salt bars. I'm remaking them. And I got the recipe from the WellnessMamaBlog originally. Hopefully this is setting up too fast. So here we are down here. And the recipe is, this is 16 ounces. Hers might be slightly different than what I did. This is how I tweaked it. Mine is rice bran oil instead of olive oil at 20%. I have mango butter at 5%. I have organic coconut oil at 70%. Castor oil at 5%. There's a full water at 38%. The last time I did this was at a 25% superfat. I'm going to try lowering it to 22%. And let's see, I'm doing 50% sea salt. I'm doing a 3-color swirl with white titanium dioxide, electric blue from Nurture, and then this is lily pad and lagoon mixed in. This is the lily pad and lagoon from Nurture. And then this is the Nurture electric blue. So I've put 4 ounces of sea salt here. Since it's a 16-ounce recipe, you would put anywhere from 25% to 50% or 100% sea salt. That's a lot of salt, so I really like 50%. What I'm doing a little bit different this time is doing 4 ounces of the sea salt hard and put 4 ounces in the lye water. Now, it didn't fully dissolve because I didn't have enough water concentration for it, so I'm reserving that. So I added my goat milk powder to my oils. Everything is room temperature. I wanted to stay as white as possible. And my pumice stone I'm adding from Bulk Apothecary is 1 tablespoon, and I'm going to add it to the sea salts. I did add 2 teaspoons of organic cane sugar to my lye water. I added a tablespoon of kaolin clay to my oils. And there's no sodium lactate in this. It will make a really nice hard bar. You don't need it. There's no honey in this time. And so what I did is I blended up the goat milk powder with the kaolin clay in my melted oils. And then I've added my lye water. And I strained it out so that the salt wouldn't go in here because I want to do a nice swirl. And I'm working with this rock mold today, which I think is from AliExpress. I think Amazon might have it as well. And I got this one from AliExpress as well. It's another rounded one. And let's see, here we go. Okay, so I've already added, because I got cut out, I've already added my lye water to this. I'm just going to bring it to a really light trace. Hopefully you guys can see. Now there's no fragrance in this today. I'll do lots of blue this time. I probably don't think I did enough colorant in it. I'm going to add my titanium dioxide to the white part. There's no fragrance, so this is going in. So this is the extra salt that was in my lye water that didn't dissolve. And then here is my hard sea salt and pumice. So I think it accelerated a little bit more on me last time because of the fragrance oil. I should have plenty of time to swirl it and do whatever. You're just waiting for this to set up so that it's thick enough to be suspended in it. So I'm going to blend it a little bit. I think I did add honey to it last time just to speed up trace. And I think I'm going to do that again this time. I'm going to add a little bit of honey to that. Because the bubbles on this were awesome. I think I didn't write that I added honey last time. Green. There's blue. If you guys have any questions about what I'm doing, I'll try to put everything in the description below after I finish the video. This has been a really fun recipe to try out from the Wellness Mama. I think there was out in my soaping group from a girl named Amy. Alright, so I'm still kind of waiting for this to just, this needs to be thicker. I'm just going to keep stirring it a little bit. I didn't get as much color in this last one as I had wanted to. I did do a 3-color swirl, but as you can see, it didn't quite show up as much. I had much more white in that one, and I thought it was going to show through a little bit better. So we're trying again with a little bit more color saturation. Now, I think I was trying to mention it earlier, was the pink sea salt will give you a much rougher exfoliation than the regular sea salt, but I did go with the coarse sea salt, and it wasn't scratchy or anything like that. I thought it was really nice. I felt like the pink Himalayan one, even though I did half and half last time, it was a bit scratchy. I don't know if I showed you guys, but this was my original ones that I made. This was 100% coconut oil with a 25 and 30% superfat. I put dead sea salts on top, and that was like a big mistake. It made my soap sweat and never dry out. So I ended up having to put these in the dehydrator for 24 hours, and that dried them up, and I was able to shrink wrap them and not have any more sweating issues. Some have essential oils. This one I think does not. And these I found a little bit drying for my skin because I have very dry skin. But I have friends that have more oily skin and they loved it. So something to keep in mind is the 100% coconut oil was a little bit better for more oily skin or normal skin. And this one I think is going to be, and I totally felt like it was way more nourishing to have the mango butter and the rice bran with the coconut, and the castors really helped add a lot of bubbles. So I will post this recipe down below, as well as the recipe link from the Wellness Mama one where I got it from. All right, I think that's good. So I'm going to hopefully have a whole lot more color going on and look more like the ocean, because I scented this last one with Cool Water for Women from Wellington Fragrance Company, and it just smells really good, but I only did it at 5%, and I don't feel like the scent was strong enough at 5%, so I'm going to try it probably at 6 or 7 and see how that goes next time. But I wanted to make sure my colors and the way like the soap came out was like this with no scent first. It's just a random splatter, and then I'm going to do it in the pot. Swirl with it. That's what it looks like right now. Hopefully bring it down a little bit more. Just kind of. Sure. Getting salt in each one, so I'm trying to stir it up a little bit. This is a little bit harder mold to get perfectly even to the top, because you can't, it's got this inside lip and it's hard to scrape it so that it's perfectly flat. But you can try and fill it the best you can. And the rock shapes are a little, kind of looks more like a gemstone. I'm excited about it. So I'm going to do some smaller ones here. Don't think there's enough to do one more, but we'll see if I can. Definitely have a lot more of the color that I was looking for originally to make it look like the ocean. twisted out. I can definitely feel the pumice this time. I really wanted something a little extra exfoliating, especially for the feet. Summer's here. I walk around barefoot all the time, and I'm just starting to get too much of a dead skin buildup on my heels, and I really want to exfoliate them good. So try to make sure these stay even and not tilted. Ooh, I really like this. So, alright, I hope you guys can see it. Try to bring it a little bit closer. There's the colors there, and there's those there. Hope you liked it. I hope that was informative, and I hope you guys try out this recipe and let me know what you think. If you ever want to purchase any of my soaps, they're available on Etsy at Beccas by the Bay. I do ship out the next day, so if you have any notes you want to let me know about ahead of time, or if it's a gift message, just put it in the notes. That way I can get it out and get it out to whoever wants it appropriately, because I ship fast, and I don't want to miss a note if someone had a question or something like that. But I will put the recipe and everything down below. You guys have a great weekend. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.